Miss Universe contestant details scary aftermath of viral walkout following Miss Mexico and Nawat at Sarah Greisel's confrontation. Exclusive. Miss Universe contestant Melissa Sapini spoke with People to share behind-the-scenes details of what went down during the viral confrontation between Miss Mexico and Nawat at Sarah Greisel. One Miss Universe contestant is detailing what she says really happened behind the scenes following Miss Mexico Fatima Bosch and pageant executive Nawat at Sarah Greisel's viral confrontation before the pageant. On November 4th, a live-streamed pre-pageant conversation between pageant executive Nawat at Sarah Greisel and Miss Universe contestants went viral after he called out Miss Mexico Fatima Bosch for allegedly refusing to partake in a photo shoot meant for contestants to share on social media. She denied the claims. However, at Sarah Greisel continued to chastise her, prompting Bosch to walk out of the room, with other contestants following her. At Sarah Greisel has since apologized for the heated exchange. In a video response, he said he spoke with the pageant contestants present at the time. If anyone was feeling not good, if anyone was not comfortable, if anyone was affected, I do apologize for everyone. Miss Haiti Melissa Sapini was among the contestants who walked out of the room alongside Bosch, and she tells People what exactly the harrowing moment was like. The conversation, Sapini explains, was originally meant to be a sashing ceremony, led by the then Miss Universe Victoria Thielvig. All of a sudden, he's sitting down talking about God knows what and saying that he has a list of 20 countries in his hand that refuse to do posts promoting Thailand, this and that, Sapini recalls. And if we do not stand up, we're out of the competition. Sapini recalls sitting among her fellow contestants in silence and seeing 4 cameramen stationed around the room. I remember sitting there thinking, okay, this is really weird, but I know it's the sashing ceremony. And then he said, Mexico, stand up. And that's when everything went down, she says, sharing that the cameramen then swarmed the girls, taking close-ups of their faces. Of course, so many women stood up and walked out, me included, she says, expressing her outrage at the incident. Because how dare you tell us that we're at the beginning of the competition? And how dare you tell us that we're out of the competition? Sapini says she and other contestants were confused as to why they hadn't met anyone from the Miss Universe organization up until this point. I remember leaving, and we all ended up staying in this hotel room with Miss Universe Thielvig and a bunch of other delegates, she says. Some delegates had to stay in the room because Sarah Greisel was threatening, saying, if you walk out of this room, you're out. A live stream of the moment captured Sarah Greisel telling the girls something similar. It was so scary, like we were in a movie, because you had some people saying, it's okay, follow me. But you're like, wait, but you're a part of MGI, so can I trust you? And then you had MJ Lastimosa, who's saying, all right girls, you can go up to my room with Miss Universe. I want you guys to sit in here. But then you're like, do we trust Miss Universe as well? Where's the president? Where's the CEO? We're so confused. Sapini says that Bosch was also in the hotel room with her after the confrontation. She was clearly very upset and said that, I'm not going down there, because Sarah Greisel was lying to the girls downstairs who didn't walk out, Sapini says. Because the girls were like, we want to leave. Why are we here? And he was saying, don't worry, Thielvig is on her way. However, according to Sapini, Thielvig, who was in the hotel room with Sapini and other delegates, said, I'm not moving from this seat until I get directions from Miss Universe owner Rocha. The issue ultimately took an entire day to figure out. Sapini says People reached out to the Miss Universe organization and a statement to People from a Miss Grand International representative. The host pageant organization claims that the root of nearly all issues stemmed from MUO and Mr. Raoul's public statements opposing activities organized by MGI as the host. Their actions caused contestants to disregard instructions from the host team, making operations extremely difficult. Continuing on, the statement read, many contestants, including Miss Mexico, openly declared they would not participate in activities or post sponsor-related content, despite receiving services from those very sponsors throughout the pageant. This directly led to the November 4th incident. Mr. Nawat addressed the contestants regarding their responsibilities, and the confrontation occurred when Miss Mexico reacted defensively. The statement claims at that point, Sapini says that she didn't even care if she was out of the competition. I remember sitting there and I'm like, this is actually ridiculous. I was just on a 28-hour flight. I'm here. I'm taking pictures. I'm doing all your sponsorship. And you're telling me that I'm going to be out of the competition if I get up and walk out. She says, I'm not going to have a man tell me what to do. However, a small voice in the back of her mind crept in, and Sapini admits she was scared of the aftermath. I remember sitting there and being hesitant because I'm like, oh my God, I just got here. If I leave, is this it? And I remember thinking, is my family going to be disappointed in me? Is my organization going to be upset? Everyone's sacrifice. What do I do? Concluding, Sapini says her experience at Miss Universe has caused her to reconsider her future in pageantry. When I think about the personal sacrifices I've taken, I took time off of school for Miss USA and Miss Haiti happened so close after that. She begins. For me, I'm 22 years old. My life is just starting. You're taking that away from me. Of course, I made that personal decision, but you didn't even allow me the fair and equal opportunity to be a contestant that could fight for my placement. You know what I mean? Fight for my win. And that makes me sad.